Welcome back, My Night Outers. This is DJ Psycho Eddie. You're listening to My Night Out Radio on Rhode Island Free Radio. If you'd like to be part of our show, make sure you get in touch with us, MyNightOutRadio@Verizon.net. Also hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, or wherever else you can find us. In studio with us tonight, we have Gomorrah, we have Clay and Neil. Guys, tell us a little bit about Gomorrah. How did you guys get started? Tell us the history.
Oh, the history. Oh, geez.
Well, it started with a Craigslist ad. Both of us had a Craigslist ad up, and I saw his and hit him up. He had Steve Langelier with him, our original drummer, and it was the two of them. And I was working with another guitarist going way back, Stu Tiley, from Mechanical Process, going way back, and we started a project back then that we called Legion. We played a couple shows, and that kind of fell to wayside because our drummer, Steve, was an Army guy, so he ended up taking off. And we me and him stuck it out for a couple years, trying out different guys, trying to...
drummer, we just couldn't quite find the fit that we were looking for. And so we never got to play out. So it was a good 3-year hiatus before we hit the stage.
And then we ended up getting back together with Steve Langelier and put together Gomorrah.
There was another drummer we were working with. It wasn't panning out, and Steve just came back, and he was just reinvigorated, ready to go again. And so we said, "What the hell? Let's give it another shot." And Gomorrah was formed. Now the name Gomorrah, Jesus, that took about 2-3 months to.
Oh, we argued at left and right. Argued and bickered. No, it's not going to be a sentence. No, it's not going to be that. No,
I don't want that. It's from the 80s.
Yeah, we bust on each other hard. We've been together for quite a few years now, so we're kind of like best friends that kind of go through anything. We could get into a fight and the next day be best buddies, so we always figured out a way to work.
I gotta make a comment here, guys, and it's just the evil in me that's going to come out. You guys started by a meeting on Craigslist. You guys calling it a relationship.
Oh, we're going to regret this.
Oh, yes.
We just walked right into it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to say, guys, I always see you guys together. Yeah, I mean, hell, you guys are together more than I am with my wife. So.
No, you seem like a really nice guy.
Such a wonderful couple you are. So... You bickered back and forth for weeks, months, trying to figure out the name. Where does the name come from?
Oh, well, Clay, go ahead and take that one.
Well, it was kind of like we were looking for something that was dark and fit what we feel like today's society's kind of come to is, and we started thinking about, and I know he comes from a very religious background himself, and we started thinking about Sodom and Gomorrah and being cities of sin. And we look at today's society and what we live in as nothing but that. I mean, let's face it. Every one of us is just as guilty as the next of every sin there is on the planet Earth. We're all greedy. We're all guilty. We're all the same. And our society today basically is very similar to the descriptions of both those cities in the Bible's terms.
It's only a matter of time until there's going to be fire raining down. So just...
Or us just destroying each other one way or another. So we knew Sodom was
ready because it's going down.
Especially in this studio, because I don't know about Tony, but I did just have chili lately, and
it's like
the fire may be coming sooner than you think.
Yeah, it's going to rain out, all right. But no, Sodom was taken, so we went with Gomorrah, and we tried looking up like different spellings, and we wanted to go to like an old world spelling, like and we found. Like an Iraqi kind of Islamic culture spelled it in a similar fashion to how we spell it. So we went with that. It was a little bit different. Yes, it's not what people are typically used to seeing, but we wanted to, I guess we're those types. We just try to be a little bit different in everything we do.
Again, trying to be a little different. Relationship starts on Facebook. I'm not going to leave this alone.
That's why Craigslist is being investigated.
So, okay, you have
the gates are flowing.
Yeah, right?
Oh, come on, you guys have known me long enough. I could pick on you a little. Now, we also is a mispronunciation to the name of your band, which is Gamera.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which we discussed is a
Somebody-
turtle with rockets out his backside.
If somebody on the show was guilty.
That would probably be me. If you have not known or noticed it yet, ladies and gentlemen, we are notorious for saying your name incorrectly. Even today, we were at the Cupcake Challenge. The girl's name was Lisa. I kept calling her Linda.
Of course.
And she just gave me her business card with her name written on it. So I have no excuse. I just really suck at names. So, all right. Gamora is together.
Yes.
You guys start rocking out. What are some of the milestones, at least to you guys, where you knew this is going to click, this is going to go hard, and we're going to have some distance to this band? It's not going to be a one-shot wonder.
One thing that stuck out in my mind is whenever we would play a show, we'd always bring the intensity and everything, and no matter where we played or how we played or how long, whatever we were in the set, we were lucky enough to always somehow, just bring some people in, and they seemed to dig what they were hearing. They seemed to really get into it, and I think they feed off our intensity, and that's one of the things that we really.
We're still kind of dumbfounded by it to this day.
Well,
To be honest with you.
It happens.
You know.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I've seen a lot of shows in the last few years, and I was thinking about this on the drive over. You're right. It doesn't matter what venue I've seen you guys play in or what part of the set you guys are taking up. It seems like when you guys hit the stage, the room instantly fills up, and there's always like a space between the stage and where the first line of the crowd is. Yeah, not at your show, man. Those people would be on that stage if they could be.
Yeah, they really closely.
And it's like, I've never seen that before.
It's what you're saying, George, is like one of the things that, it's one of the best highs that I have. I'm sure Clay has, anybody band has. But
when you look out and you see a really hefty mosh pit going on and people in front of the stage with the horns up, smashing their fists in the air while you're playing, it just drives us to just try and be as more, just more and more intensity as the show goes on. We try to bring with the music.
Right.
You know?
I mean, you see that barrier between. I'm telling you, every other band I've seen, like at least a 7 or 8 foot space between the stage and the first
there's a few
row of the
that
crowd.
have
Your crowd wants to touch you and be up on stage, and I think nobody interacts with the crowd like you do, Neil.
Oh, thank you very much. It's something that I love. I'm doing what I absolutely love, and I'm lucky to do it for people that dig it.
He's a clown, that's why.
Yeah. Well.
It's intense. I mean, one of
I
the
was going to say it hot. No, I'm the clown here.
Oh, you're a clown too, but in a different way. He's just a clown.
I mean, it's intense. It's an intense energy in that room, but everybody in that room is like totally digging it, and they're like so connected to you guys. It's
they
an amazing.
Shout the words to certain songs. It's crazy.
When I can point the microphone out to them and they
repeat it back,
there's just no better feeling in the world. I mean, that's stuff that we've been working on. For years, some of these songs, and we put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into them, and to be able to inspire someone else, and for them to get into it that much that they're singing, that's just a dream come true. We're lucky.
Yeah, it is
super awesome.
The other thing that impresses me with the metal crowd is the bands stay to watch other bands.
Absolutely.
And their fans stay to watch the other bands.
Yeah, if we're a part of a show, I go there from start to finish. Yeah. I think it's part of what you do. I try to go to as many shows as I can, even when I'm not playing them. But I mean, let's face it, nobody can afford to go out 2-3 nights a week every week. You know what I mean? So I'll hit shows and be supportive of all the bands. I've been out to probably every metal and hard rock band at least once over the last couple of years, even if it's a band that I've only seen once, but there's several of them that I've seen several times. So, I mean, we've made a lot of friends, too. I mean, they're all good people, so why wouldn't you want to stay and support them?
Well, that actually leads me into my next question. Being that you're bouncing around to all these shows, making friends with all these bands, are there certain bands that you usually just mesh with on stage? Like you do a set, they do a set, and just things blow up.
There's a few bands actually that we mesh well with. Yep. I mean, we've meshed well with Death Wish over the years. We've meshed well with Awful Blood, which they played many shows with us. Awaken the Tide's another one we meshed well with. Scriptures, Murdoch. I mean, Hope Before the Fall. I mean, there is quite a few that we do mesh well with.
Yeah. What was the other one that we forgot?
Western Massacre,
Oh, yeah, those guys
6
out
Foot
of
Silence.
Mass,
I mean,
amazing.
they're all guys that we played quite a few shows together, and we always, it doesn't matter what spots we play, and like you guys were saying, we always have a good show when you have those same groups together. It seems like, a lot of the crowds dig a lot of the similar type of bands. Not that we're the same, but you know what I mean, like in that same intensity level, you know what I mean? And a lot of those bands that we mentioned do have that real bring it intensity as well,
I mean, it is intense. I mean, I'm embarrassed to say it. I can't understand a word you're saying or screaming, but that crowd, that energy is just
It's there.
blows my mind.
Man.
You know,
Yes.
blows my
And
mind.
I actually have a comment on that, too. I got lots of comments. I've learned, now that I'm getting older, yes, I am old. I am freely admit this. I started wearing earplugs. I can now understand what he's saying.
Oh, is that right?
It's just all the other instruments assaulting you at once. It sometimes drowns out the singer's
It's very loud.
voice.
It's
No,
very
I don't
loud
do
live,
a
yes.
performance without earplugs, man, because
Well-
the next day,
Well, I've actually been subject to, and not many people know about this, but the bangover.
the hangover, of course.
Yeah, I've gone to shows where I've had 2-3 beers for the whole night, but stayed the whole night. The next morning, you wake up, you feel like your head is about ready to split open,
Yeah, it's
just
very
from
loud.
the impact from all the noise and
It
all
is
the
loud.
music.
Oh yeah.
So on that note, why don't we take a break? We're going to come out with another one of your songs. We're going to go with "Burn of Perseverance."
Oh, it's a special song. Yes.
Well, you could tell us about it when we come back.
All right,
This is
awesome.
My Night Out Radio on Rhode Island Free Radio. We'll be back in a minute.
Leave the